All right, so I have my smoker going right over there. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into the hive. Let me go ahead and pull this over so we can see a little more of what's going on. The bees have noticed something's going on, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a little puff of smoke just to kind of give them something to worry about. Not me. Kind of have some wet fuel, so it's taking a little bit to get this smoker really going today. Pop that open so we get a little more air. Okay, go ahead and pull the brick off. Pull the outer cover. A few bees up here. All right, so today we should be hoping to see a queen. And they're starting to glue this down, that's good. All right, here's some bees. Do not see a queen here. Go ahead and set that down. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a little puff of smoke just to drive them down into the hive. You can see that gets them a little bit worked up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of frames just to take a look. Okay, these bees are doing well. They're starting to pull quite a bit of comb between the frames. Okay, this was an empty frame that I put in the other day, and they're really not doing anything on that yet. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is where I saw the queen cups. It was on the next. Okay, that's a frame full of nectar. Capped honey. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one in here. I'll just keep it there so I can look at it. Capped nectar. There's a queen cell there. Okay, I've seen some brood. No, that's pollen. Okay, so they're working, there's still a capped queen cell there. Look, one more spot. These girls are a little grumpy. More pollen. Had some brood that's emerged. Pollen. Not seeing a queen running around there. No eggs. Nectar and pollen. They're eating, so that's good. Make another quick look, see if I see a queen. They're a little cranky. Not bad though. Still seeing some brood being capped. Some emerging brood. Not seeing any eggs, so I don't have any workers that are trying to lay. That's good. A lot of activity. I don't see any mites. Queens, when you're looking for them, they sometimes will put on stealth mode. You can't see them. Look at this frame again, just to be sure. I think this was the frame that had the queen cups on it. I haven't seen where his queens emerged, but this could be right about now. Some swarm-looking cells. Again, some there's a good queen cup right there. Another one over there. Looks like maybe a drone cell. So it could be there's a queen emerging from that one. And then one last frame to take and make an inspect. Boy, this one's heavy. This one is full of nectar. They're still working on that, so I guess I'll leave that one in there. Go ahead and put this frame back in. And I still want to go ahead and put a box. I want to give them some place to start building what they're doing. Go ahead and put the box on. Put the inner cover on. And the lid. Okay, we'll come back and look at this one in a week. And I've got to relight my burn, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just go without it. These bees have been pretty calm over here. I'll move the camera. And this is my package beehive. Pull that a little closer here. So this is the one where I had the 3-pound package of bees. They've been pretty calm. I'm not going to worry about the smoker right now. But I do think I am going to go ahead and pull the heat feeder on this one. So a few bees here where they've made a little burr comb. Go ahead and pull the inner cover. They look pretty happy. They're so pretty. Alright, with this crew, there's no feed in there. I'm not sure that they're still using the feed. I'm going to go ahead and pull a frame so I can get a little room. Just so beautiful and golden. They're not really building anything onto this frame yet, but they are working a little. Kind of got the feeder glued down. Let's see how much is in here. Not kind of, they definitely have this one glued down. No. I'm going to set this to the side for a second. There's not many bees in there. Okay, let's see. Okay, building some comb, putting, oh, there's some eggs in there. Let's see if we see the queen real quick. I don't see her here, but there's just a lot of cool activity going on. What is that? No, that's not her. That's just a bigger bee. So we've got eggs, some larvae. Go ahead and put this right back in here. I have room for it. Yeah. Starting to glue things together a little bit more. Okay, more bees. Brood. So there's babies in there. Larvae. Seeing lots of pollen. See eggs, larvae in all kinds of stages of development. Drones. Capped honey, more eggs and larvae. Don't see the queen there, but that's okay. I'm seeing plenty of evidence of the queen. Okay, here's a frame that's getting fuller. Okay, so this is brood that's been hatching. She's coming back in and filling the holes in. That's good. So we'll look here. So all those holes in the middle, that's a brood that's hatched. So we have a lot of baby bees. And I can kind of tell the difference between some of these younger bees that are more like housekeepers now because they're smaller. Doing great. Wings are a little folded. They just look young like babies. Let's see if I can't just let you look there. While we're doing this, I'm looking for the queen. Boy, there's a big old fat drone right there. Don't see a queen. Oh, there she is. There's the queen. Look at that big fat beauty. She looks awesome. She's doing a great job. She's going around looking for places to lay. I'm going to put her back in. There's a good full frame of brood. It's capped and coming out. Drone cell right in the middle. They're looking great. I'm still not seeing any actual mites on bees. That's good. And then some frames are just starting to build onto. More capped brood, eggs, larvae. Building some super cedar cells, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure and give them a little more room. And then here's the last frame, building up comb, seeing for storage. So these girls look good. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this here, bring this over, make a little room there, bring these together, smash any of my girls. Don't be there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, bring this one over. Get out of there. Get out of there. This one. Okay. Put this frame in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put another frame in. Oops. Put this frame in, give them some place to work. And then I'm going to go ahead and put another box on for this girl. Okay, so the hives I'm using are 8-frame hives. There's 8 frames in there with plastic comb on them. And that gives the bees some place to lay. And we'll go ahead and put the inner cover back on. I did see some cells that could be like super cedar cells, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but that's where bees can sometimes, if they feel like the hive is getting too crowded, they'll start making another queen and the old queen would swarm. So hopefully I can keep that from happening. We'll go ahead and put the outer cover on. Put our brick on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave the old feeder out here for 24 hours so they have time to exit the feeder, but we are going to let them just go ahead and live off of nectar now. So this is the package bees. Are doing really good. I'm really pleased with where they're going. Saw the queen. She looks in great shape. Lots of brood, lots of eggs. So now just to step back and give you a little bit more perspective of the size of the hive. So we added that second box on there. This is not what's known as a honey super. It's just a second brood box. So that this girl has another, continues to have places to lay eggs. As I looked in the hive and at the frames, I'm seeing quite a bit of nectar being stored. So we are seeing quite a few flowers, and they're starting to get some crops that are starting to pollinate. So I do believe that we are gonna, we're coming up on peak nectar flow. So I'm pretty geeked out about it, pretty happy with, pleased with the way the bees are looking. And that's about it.